Congratulations, mate. Round 4 winner. Again, another outstanding effort today.
Yeah, it was a good day again today, and I just had a lot of confidence coming into today from yesterday, and just trusted myself, and I was able to get through the final in first.
You got through the final in first, but just out of the gates into the straight and just through the hole shot, you just opened that little bit of a gap. Matty Juster was there trying to chase you and a few of the other guys, but they just couldn't catch and level with you.
Yeah, well, I've been working really hard to try and get better out of the gate and get down the first straight faster, and definitely today in the final I noticed I just got one of the best gates I've ever had, and at the first jump I knew I had the elbow in front, I had the lead, and just once I'm kind of in front I feel comfortable, just got to do what I got to do, and I just held on to it to the line.
Is this a much different year for Bodi Turner in 2014 than say 2013?
Yeah, you could say that. 2013 was just a big experience kind of year, and I got pushed around a bit, my confidence was blown a bit, but this year I'm coming in a lot more confident. I'm pushing bars with some of the big dudes, and I don't see them as like guys I look up to anymore. I see them as my competition, and I've got to do what I got to do to beat them today and get the money. So I'm trying to get consistent results this year and prove myself so that I can get onto the world stage and prove that I'm good enough to beat those blokes too.
Is that a little bit daunting and intimidating to think that those guys have a certain element of respect in the sport, but you're in there and you perhaps once did look up to some of those guys, but now you just want to get in there and beat them?
Yeah, it's I still look up to them, as those were the guys I looked up to since I was so young, and now it's just I still in my head I'm like, I'm right next to Luke Medill, I'm right next to some of the fastest guys in the world, and I just got to get over that, and I think I have this year, and I know that I'm as fast as them, so I just got to push them out the way and just get in front.
Overall now from the weekend, how's the body and recovery?
Oh, it's a little bit worn out. The races were pumping through quickly, and the weather here in Perth is so hot and dry, and we're just burning out. But we didn't have a time trial today, which one less lap of the track. And definitely just tried to get all the recovery processes out the way, tried to eat some food and just keep hydrated. And by the final I felt pretty good, so I was able to get out the gate and put in a good lap.
Heading into round 5, it's an Oceania Championship. Do you feel a marked man now, having secured 2 wins? Anthony Dean 1 win and Matty Juster 1 win?
Definitely got a target on my back. It happens to everyone that wins a national round, especially when there's only 5 of them. But I just got to kind of accept that and know that people are chasing me down, and just make sure I don't leave a small enough gap for them to reach me and give me a bump, So, but no, I feel confident enough going in that I'm not going to let anything get in my way, and I'm going to make sure that I get that final win, and I want to get the overall series. So yeah.
Well, Bodi, congratulations. Just as we wrap up, anyone you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank Free Agent BMX Australia, Loose Kid Industries, Rival, Box Components, Promax, and of course BMX Australia and Sports Commission putting on the event. And the weekend ran so smoothly, and I couldn't have come out of it better.
Well, Bodi, we can't wait to see you in action in round 5. Good luck till then.
Thanks, Andrew.
Caroline, congratulations. Round 4 winner of the Elite Women's BMX Australia National Series. Yet another outstanding race from you again today.
Yeah, today was a bit better than yesterday in round 3. Today we didn't have the time trials because of conditions this morning, so went off our racing yesterday and we went straight into our 3 finals. We had 3 motos, and a bit like yesterday I wanted to be even more consistent today and not drop that first lap. So that was what kind of panned out in the end. I managed to get the win in the first round, the second, and then that third round it got a little tight between me and Melinda coming down the first straight, but just managed to get the edge. She didn't jump the big step going to the first turn, and that managed to put me in the lead coming out of the first turn.
Yeah, it seemed to be awfully chaotic sort of going into that first turn, and as the field came around, I think a lot of people sort of had their heart in their mouths just to wait to see what would come of it.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to challenge us with that first jump in that big, it's quite a big jump, and it's one that you really have to be on your toes for. And the most intimidating part about it is I don't think really the size. I think it's the asphalt landing and that big landing coming into that asphalt turn. So there's not too much room for error. And when there's 7 other girls on the track with you, it can get a little bit hairy. But no, all the girls we managed to stay on today. There wasn't a big wreck in the last one like there was yesterday. So yeah, that's all good for our girls.
If we throw back for a moment, in round one, after you won round two, I spoke to you then and asked you about the round one and choosing you the pro straight. Do you look back now and think that, wow, had I probably not done that and challenged yourself like you told me then, that you could probably be sitting on 4 from 4?
Yeah, I guess one way you could look at it like that, but no, I never really live with regret. I think it's just something you either got to learn from, but that's a decision I made at the time. The first round of the series, I wanted to obviously challenge myself. There was that option that this year they opened up the pro straight for us. I would have loved to have challenged myself this weekend with this pro straight, but it's a little bit out of our girls' league, this one. It's pretty big, so no, I think I wouldn't take that back. That was a good challenge for me in the first round that I wanted to give it a go, and then I managed to clean it up that next day and get through it. So no, that was a good lesson in the first round, and I'm glad. I would have loved to take the full sweep so far, but positive, learnt that, and then now still leading the series. So yeah.
No, good answer. Hey, in terms of having 3 motos and not just motos in a final, does that come into play in how you actually race there? Is there a bit of a tactical sort of element to it, or is it just get out in front, just keep racing?
Sometimes it can work in your favour and other times it can be hard. If there's a crash involved, that definitely makes it challenging. We look back to last year at the Nationals that were, in Brisbane, and what happened in ours, we had those 3 motos and myself and Lauren crashed in one, and it worked out that just on points we really put us back, and Melinda ended up taking the national title. So sometimes, you've really got to be consistent and not drop a lap and be on point. So I think it makes it a lot more challenging, that it really, I think, determines the overall winner, not just that one-off. There's a lot of luck in BMX at the end of the day, so that 3 finals actually, I think, really sort of proves the one who's the most consistent over the day and can sort of keep it together and keep their composure. And I just want to get in front and stay out of trouble.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, just this weekend it was actually really nice coming over here to Perth with the DK team, so a little bit of a DK family we got happening, and it was a nice environment. I think, just my coach, Luke Medill, Wade Boots, sort of the whole BMX Australia crew, everyone who's here. Yeah, it's a nice little family environment. I missed out on a lot of the national rounds last year, doing a lot of mountain biking, so this year back on it full time, doing the national series, doing all the World Cups, and just really loving it, sort of taking a bit more of a relaxed atmosphere and relaxed approach to things and not getting too caught up in the stress of it. So it's been much nicer, that sort of downtime off the bike, learning to switch on and learning to switch off at the same time, and that's always been a bit of a challenge for me.
Well, Caroline, we can't wait to see you in round 5, Oceania Championships as well, down there at Shepparton. Look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you.